So now this is coming from Luis, and he's saying, I heard of oiling a movement versus full service. Is there such a thing as a partial service?
I don't believe so. I've heard that term a lot. I don't like it because to me, the partial service is basically an escapement service. You're oiling one cap jewel because you can't get to the other one on the dial side. You're pulling the pallet out, you're cleaning the pallet, putting it back in, you're treating it with Epilom if you're here in the States. And you're putting a little bit of lubricant on it. That's it. It buys time, but it's not a service because you still have pivots, especially on the dial side of the movement, that are starting to run dry. And especially if they're dry on the bottom side of the movement, they're going to be dry on the top side of the movement too. So your best bet is to have that watch serviced, have it completely torn down, ultrasonic clean, fully inspected, get all that old lubricant out. And that's your best bet, is to replace it with the new lubricants, especially if your watch is 10 years old, because they were still using half the lubricants 10 years ago were still a blend. They were a synthetic blend. And what happens is the mineral part of it, those all evaporated. And then so you have a lot of dry pivots.
And so what Mike's saying is basically you can do a partial service on a watch at the point of the escapement, and that is the heart of the watch, but watchmakers are also very big on power reserve and running problems that are related to the power source. So when you go back through the drivetrain, you go through that fourth wheel, third wheel, the center wheel, now you're back to the main spring barrel, you've got an awful lot of potential plaque in that system. It'd be like changing the oil in your car, but leaving the old fuel filter, black transmission fluid, and a differential that's turned into tar. You're going to want to do the whole drivetrain to properly service the car, and it's exactly the same with a watch. Watch systems don't work in isolation. They only work as one mechanical organism, if you want to look at it that way.
Well, the other thing too, and it's an old saying, I can't remember who said it, where I heard it, but we could put men on the moon and bring it back alive, but we still can't make a watch oil that doesn't evaporate over time.